What it do, y'all, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Whoever's listening, can y'all hear me? This is an impromptu show. It is definitely not a pull up. It is a solo show. Something came across me today that I wanted to speak on real quick. If you can hear me and you're in there, give me a one. If you can hear me clearly, if not, give me a two. All right. So since this is not a pull up show, I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. First of all, let me give a shout out to everybody that might be listening, people that's gonna come up. Trey all day, what it do, man? Salute, 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 salute. Thank you for showing up, bro. Thank you. You gave me one in the chat so you can hear me clearly. Okay, cool. I'm on my laptop today, so I'm not on the phone, so I should be crystal clear. I want to talk about what I saw today on a site called Sports News site. It was on MSN, and it's here comes Lavine. Lavine is still circling around as far as like trade rumors are concerned, or whatever the case may be. And I just want to talk about it a little bit, and then I want to get y'all um, thoughts and takes on it in the comments, and tell me if you like it, yes or no, if you would do it. So basically, Sports News site said that a trade proposal for Zach Lavine involving D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Vincent for Lavine, and the money will match. That's what it says. Would you guys do that? So they suggested uh, D'Lo, Rui, and Gabe Vincent for Zach Lavine. Just Zach Lavine. Would you guys do that? What's up, Lewis? Shout out to my nephew. What it does, what it does. So I'm gonna pose that question because that's the one that they posed, or that's the proposal that they posed, that the Sports News website posed. So for those that are listening, would you guys do D'Lo, Rui, Gabe Vincent for just Lavine? Not anybody else right now, but just Lavine. What would y'all do? Um, I'm gonna answer it from my standpoint. The only reason I wouldn't do that is because me and DJ had talked about it before. The only reason I wouldn't do that is because it gives up two point guards, two of our point guards. And we're already short when it comes to the point guard department. We have a lot of shooting guard potentials and stuff like that, small forwards. But it's because we're not going to give up Reeves, and I don't look at Reeves as a point. Um, and then we need D'Lo's contract in order for this to even work remotely. So Gabe Vincent would have been the person coming off the bench for D'Lo. He's our only other point guard or whatever that I would trust facilitating the ball. But because we need D'Lo's contract, even though I wouldn't want to give up D'Lo, but because we need D'Lo's contract, I would rather give up D'Lo and than to give up Gabe. So that's why I asked the question. Um, who's our point after? Well, if that's what I'm saying. See, if we were to give up Gabe and D'Lo, man, we wouldn't really have a point. You know, we wouldn't really have a point guard. That's why you guys are gonna like my trade better. So check this out. So Lewis says he wouldn't do that trade. Okay, so he wouldn't do D'Lo, Hachimura, and Vince for Lavine. He wouldn't do that trade, and I understand why. Because, like you said, it gives up two point guards. Now check my trade out. This might change your mind. All right. Okay. So this is the trade proposal that I put in, and I went on Fanspo and I put it in, and Fanspo pushed the results back out, and it was a pass. It was a success. So tell me how you guys feel. And now, mind you, most of these guys on the list I don't care about because watch what I propose to you guys. You guys are pretty much going to like this. All right. So my proposal is instead of giving up Gabe, we can give up D'Lo because remember we need D'Lo's contract now. So I propose D'Lo, Rui, JHS, Cam Reddish, Maxwell Lewis. Listen at this, y'all. For Lavine and Torrey Craig in 2 seconds. And the money will work. What would y'all do? So would y'all do that? D'Lo, Rui, JHS, Cam, Maxwell Lewis for Lavine and Torrey Craig. Here's the thing. We still get to keep Gabe Vincent as our point. Now, he might have to start until we can pull somebody up from either the G League or we can get somebody off of free agency or whatever the case may be. But that would allow us to get Lavine. And we all know what Lavine could do. He is a multi-level scorer. And as far as like Torrey Craig is concerned, Torrey Craig, he can play shooting guard and he can actually play a small power forward. Small forward, and he can play a small power forward. He is a capable defender. Torrey Craig is usually the guy you put on a team's best defender or one of the team's best defenders. So Torrey Craig is a very capable defender. He can shoot the three, so he's not really a scrub like that. Now he's not gonna really knock you down in points or anything like that, but he's definitely somebody worth looking into. See, Lewis said, "Hell yeah, I would do that trade." So this just for those of you that are coming in, right? I proposed D'Lo, Rui, JHS, Cam Reddish, Maxwell Lewis for Lavine and Torrey Craig in 2 seconds. And I want to get further into Torrey Craig. Now with Torrey Craig, like I said, you're looking at a defender. You're looking at a person who's gonna, he's gonna get you a few rebounds here and there. He can slash, he can dunk, he can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my proposal. And the reason why I went for, putting Maxwell Lewis and all those guys out there is because at least we get to keep Gabe. Those guys are Maxwell Lewis, JHS, they all pretty much do the same thing. And we already have a Dalton Connect on the team. We already have Max Christie on the team. We got plenty of shooting guard type guys. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Trey All Day said that's cool, but I would like to keep Maxwell Lewis. Not a bad trade. That's cool. Now, even would you keep Maxwell Lewis even if it means that we Maxwell Lewis alone, taking him off, that would cause us to lose the trade, lose out on Lavine and Torrey Craig. Would you still want to keep Maxwell Lewis? Because most Laker fans, they'll be like, nah, let him go. You know what I mean? We've seen enough, which really wasn't much. So it's like, let him go. I mean, to be honest with you, all those guys I named, I didn't say Max Christie, Maxwell Lewis. See, all those guys I named, with the exception of D'Lo, I would be like, damn, I don't want to give up D'Lo, but in order to get the contract and to get Lavine, I'll take that. I'll eat that. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely doing that, man. That's me personally. I'm doing the trade. But that's what I'm here to talk about. Like, what would y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know what y'all do down in the comments. Trey All Day said, yes, nice, I'm doing it. That's what's up. That's what's up. I proposed to trade to DJ and JC by text message. But I know they're busy. But I'm waiting on them to respond back to me. Let's go over Torrey Craig, some of his stats, man. Just to put everything into perspective, to kind of further push it along. Now, we all know Torrey Craig, he's been in the NBA now for 8 years. He's been in, he started with the Denver Nuggets. Okay. And then he went over to Milwaukee, played 3 years at Denver, went over to Milwaukee for a year. He played with the Phoenix Suns for 1 year. Not even a whole year. Then he went to Indiana, and then he was traded back to Phoenix and stayed in Phoenix for 2 years. And then he ended up in Chicago last year. So let's take a look at his minute. Let's take a look at his career overall so far, because I want to put everything into perspective. So for his career, he averages 19.9 minutes. That's like 20 minutes a game. Okay, and in those 20 minutes a game, his career average from the field goal is 4.53%. So that's 45%. So that's okay. It's pretty good. Get this, y'all. He's a career 35%er from three. Okay, that's not that bad. That's just about at league average. His free throws are, they leave much to be desired. He's a career 70%er from the free throw. He averages 4 rebounds his career, 1 assist, a half a steal, half a block, 6 points per game. Now that don't seem like a lot, but see, we're not really looking for his offense. It's his defensive motor that gets you going, and he's more reliable than Cam Reddish, who we pretty much really be giving him up for, trading him off for. He's more reliable. Let's put into perspective what he did last year with Chicago. In Chicago, he played 53 games, but he started 14. He averaged 19.8 minutes, shot 43% from the field goal. He shot a whopping 39% from three last year. 39%. 75% from the free throw. 4 rebounds. He averaged 1 assist. He averaged a half a block, half a steal, and he averaged 6 points a game last year. Okay, that's cool. Like I said, we don't need his offense. His defensive prowess is what we're looking at. His defensive prowess is what we're looking at, because he's going to be a nag on defense. You could put him on the Kawhis and the people slightly bigger than him because he's strong. You could put him on Paul George and things like that. Brandon Ingram. You could put him on small forwards and some shooting guards. He can come in and kind of take some of the brunt off whoever's starting at R3 and at R2 positions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely taking this trade. And to be honest with you, Torrey Craig really is just a bonus. He's just a bonus to add to the team. We could have just did Lavine and did the 2 seconds. But because we're giving up 5 players, we at least want to get one guy back. And we're giving up Cam Reddish. We're giving up a solid defender. So if I'm going to give up Cam Reddish, I'm taking Torrey Craig back with me, because he is a solid defender himself. So we're not really losing anything. So definitely doing that. So that's it, man. That's what I'm doing. Lavine and Craig for D'Lo, Rui, Cam Reddish, Maxwell Lewis, and JHS. I'm doing that, y'all. I'm doing that. So for those of you that's showing up, would you do that? Yes or no? We already got 2 yeses. We got Trey all day. He said, yeah, he's doing it. Lewis said, hell yeah, he's doing it. Anybody else that might want to do it, let me know. I wish I could put it up on the screen, and then you guys can, that way you guys can see it. But I'm just proposing it now. So, but yeah, and the money will work, y'all. The money will definitely work. So I'm doing it. And like you guys have always heard me say, I don't care really much about seconds or first round picks for that matter, because picks don't necessarily mean the person's going to come out and be a superstar or whatever the case may be. I want somebody who can play right now, who's tried and true right now. I don't really got time for picks. I know picks and rounds, they have their places in sports or whatever the case may be, but I want a tried and true guy who plays right now. That's what I want right now. So I'm definitely going for that. So that was Torrey Craig's regular season stats. I want to see what he did in the playoffs, because this is what matters the most. You know what I mean? The playoffs is what matters the most. Now get this. He's been to the playoffs 5 times already. 5 times. All those times were with Denver and Phoenix, of course. But look at what he did. Wow. Numbers kind of went up a little bit. Check this out. Okay, in the playoffs, he averages for a career. He's played 75 playoff games, so he has experience. He started in 19 of them. So for a career, he averages 16.3 minutes. His field goal percentage went up 45.7%. Okay, that's 45. That's like 48%. 38% from the 3. His free throws for a career, they're down. His rebounds went up. They went down. 3 rebounds a game. Assists, steals, and blocks. Those are small. Those are under 1. And then he averaged his career 4.7. Now, that's one thing, right? That's looking at it from that perspective. Let's look at what he did in his each individual year. Let me break them down for you. So this was the playoffs. In 2019 with the Denver Nuggets, he played 14 games. 14 games. Okay. Hold on. And in those 14 games, he started 11 of those games. And he averaged 23.6 minutes. You know what he did in 23 minutes? Get this, y'all. In 23 minutes, Denver Nuggets, right? 2019. The dude shot 47.8% from the field goal. Listen at this. 47% from three. Now, mind you, he played 14 games and started in 11 of those games. So it's not like he played 2 games and he shot the three at a high arc. No, this dude shot 47% for those series that he played. 47%. His free throw was very, very low. Free throws are 56%. He's a horrible. He's, under average when it comes to that. His rebounds were 5.1. He averaged an assist. He averaged a half a steal. He averaged a half a block. And he averaged 6.6 points. So pretty much he just shot threes in that series, whatever series is that they played. Okay, the next year over, 2020, he went back to the playoffs with Denver again. He had 19 games. They went all the way to the Western Conference Finals, I believe. 19 games played, and he started in 3 of those games. He averaged 19.7 minutes. He only shot 26% from the three. He shot 42% from the field. Those were low numbers. He ended up averaging 4.5 points a game. Check this out. He played 22 games with Phoenix. He didn't start in any of those games. He only averaged 12 minutes. And in 12 minutes, he averaged 4 points. He shot 61% from the free throw. He shot 40.5% from three and 42.7% from the field goal. In 2022, he only played 9 games with Phoenix. He only averaged 7 minutes. He shot 36% from field goal, 30% from the three, 50% from the free throw. In 2023, which was just a year removed, last year when they won the chip, the year before when they won the chip, he played 11 of those games. He started 5 of them. He averaged 16.7 minutes. Get this, y'all. Get this. Shot 58% from the field goal. He shot 44% from the three. He shot 89% from the free throw. He was balling those games. He averaged 2.3 rebounds, a half an assist, half a block, half a steal. And he only averaged 6.5 points a game. Okay, so he's not really a big point guy, but his impact on the floor, he can shoot, he can dribble, he can get into the paint, he can score, he can drive, and he's a defender. He's like a 3-and-D guy that we could use on our team if we're going to get rid of. He pretty much does the same thing Cam Reddish does, plays defense, but I think that he's a better 3-point shooter overall, and he might be marginally better on getting to his spots. It's being a spot up shooter. He's a 3-and-D guy, almost like another Max Christie or whatever, but might be stronger, have a little bit more weight to him. So y'all, I just wanted to just propose that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that's just coming in, I'm gonna say it one more time, and then I'm gonna stay on for a second, and then I'm gonna end the chat. This was gonna be a just a short show, but once again, y'all, MSN Sports Site, they proposed D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura for just Lavine. D'Lo, Rui Hachimura, and Gabe Vincent for just Lavine. The money does match, but we're giving up both of our point guards. We won't have any point guard we're looking at. I don't trust Austin Reeves to be the point guard. So that's what sports news site proposed. My proposal was tweaked a little bit. And I said, instead of giving up Gabe, let's go ahead and throw D'Lo, Rui, JHS, Cam Reddish, and Maxwell Lewis in for not only Lavine, but throw Torrey Craig in there. So that's what my proposal was. So once again, for those of y'all that's coming in, by the time I end the stream, you guys can go back and listen to the show, and then you can still comment and answer down in the comment sections. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? Yes, it does open. It does open up roster spots. Heck yeah, Trey all day. It sure does. And then guess what? We can bring up other guys. Definitely bring up other guys because there are some people I'm looking at in the G League now that I might be like, oh man, let me pick him. Yeah, let me pick him. So like we got some gems down there. I wish we wouldn't let Skylar Mays walk and go over to Minnesota. Watch what that kid does, man. I like that kid. Watch what he does over in Minnesota. I believe that they're going to utilize him more than we did, and we're going to see why we should have kept him because he definitely could have facilitated, been our facilitator, and he's a big guard too. He's 6'4", and he can play point and shooting guard, but he mainly plays the point. And he's, you know, he was a decent 3-point shooter. We just didn't have a real large sample size to deal with because of the coaching that we had, whatever the case may be. So we got to put some respect on Skylar May's name. People was like, oh, man, we gave him away because he was trash. No. He wasn't utilized correctly, just like Christian Woods wasn't utilized correctly last year. We didn't even bother using Harry Giles last year, you know, to the correct utilization we could have used him. And I believe that with the coaches that we have, the bevy of coaching staff that we have, all these guys that have whatever their potential is, whatever their scouting report says about them, our coaches will get that out of them and put it to good use on the court. So, what do y'all think? How do y'all feel? Continue to comment, even if the show after the show is over with. Y'all can get down there in the comment, listen to the show, comment, tell me exactly how y'all feel. And I thank y'all and appreciate y'all for showing up. Once again, shout out to my nephew Lewis. Shout out to Trey all day. You know, I'm talking about guys that's always showing up to my channel, always showing love, man. I promise you. You guys are the reason I keep this show going. I don't always do sports. I'm not going to always do sports. That's not really my lane. But if you want to hear Laker content, I'm talking about bona fide Laker content. The best. You go over there to Lakers in 5 and you subscribe to my little brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the best in the game when it comes to Laker content. You want to hear more Laker content when he's not on? You go over ahead and go to subscribe to Laker Girl 36. Go subscribe to her channel. If she's not doing anything Laker related, then you need to go over there to Angry Laker Fan Media. He's talking about the Lakers. These are sports shows, y'all. Strictly sports. That's what they do. That's what they does. And nobody does it better in that lane, not as far as I'm concerned. I'm a little biased because they're my family members, but that's how we're going to do it. We're going to always push each other. But when you want to find any other content over here, no matter what it is, whether it be from everything from sports to religion to relationships, you go ahead and come over here to your boy, Major Level Entertainment. Like, share, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, please sub to it. Sometime I do pull-up shows. Sometimes it's going to be monologues. So if you ever feel so inclined, please pull up. Check your boy out. Go check out my other videos and my other shows, pre-recorded or live. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I should be doing another one tomorrow, but it's going to be not sports related. I think it's going to be like on the relationship side of things again. So go check them out, y'all. And once again, this is your boy Major Level Entertainment. 10 toes down, diehard Laker fan. Nobody does it harder than I do. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck all the haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe to your boy. God bless y'all. I'm out.